My name is Steve Persley. I'm the Graphic Design Manager for Climate Master. This is going to be a short introductory video on how to use the touchscreen presentation for builders. While you do not need to use the mouse and keyboard with the touchscreen computer, should you wish to do so, please note that there is a power switch on the back of the keyboard to turn it on, and there is a power switch on the bottom of the mouse to turn it on as well. There is no separate receiver plugged into the back of the computer. It's built in. To turn the computer on, push the button on the right-hand side. It starts up fairly fast. It's a fairly fast machine. Now this machine is running Windows 8. If you're unfamiliar with Windows 8, it runs, it's a bit different looking operating system than Windows 7. Once it starts up, the desktop button is on the far left-hand side at the bottom. Touch that icon there. That brings you to the desktop. Once you're here, you're after the presentation folder. Double-click that with the mouse, or you can double-tap it with your finger if you're using the touchscreen. It really is easier to use the mouse for this because it's a small target. Once that's open, you'll have a document called Presentation, and you'll have a folder containing resources that the presentation uses. Double-click on the document called Presentation to open it. It will open in Chrome. Please do not open it up in any other web browser such as Internet Explorer because it will not run properly. It's been optimized for Chrome. Again, the mouse will work better for this sort of thing than your finger. You're going to want to put it into full screen mode. To do that, use the mouse. You can do this again with your finger, but it's a bit frustrating. Click on that box, and then there's a box here that looks like the four corners of a box. Click on it, and it jumps to full screen mode. And the mouse will disappear, and that small box you see at the top will disappear after a moment as well. And that's all you need to do. It'll be up and running. And we've stress tested this and had the presentation up and running for 2 days straight without any glitches, so you should not have any issues. Now, should anything glitch, say the background video should stop running. By the way, the video back behind here is actually a video, not a still image. If it should stall on you for any reason, just tap here and switch to one of the other screens. Now, the way the presentation works is there are 6 different sections to choose from. This one is the TZ series close-up look. It's very easy to use. They touch on the different parts of the unit they want to know more about. You get several different screens giving them detailed information on each part of the unit. After 1 minute of inactivity, it goes back to the main video and starts running the main video automatically. The main video loops, so that's what you're going to get running the vast majority of the time unless someone is actually interfacing with the touchscreen presentation. The other presentations available are, there's a video from the U.S. Department of Energy, Energy 101 Geothermal Basics. It's a very nice presentation. When it's done playing, just like the others, it goes back to the main video, and the main video starts over again. And then we have 3 slides at the bottom, 3 different sample homes. It's taken from real homes, the data is. Shows the typical cost savings you can have from installing a geothermal system. And just for the fun of it, when I designed this presentation, I set up the home button on this little imitation iPad on screen so it actually works. If you click on it, it takes you back to the main video. Should you wish to change any of the settings, volume, and the like, what you need to do is come over to the side of the screen and flick from the side. It brings up the settings, and there's your volume control. You can change any other settings you might want to change here. And when you're done, you can either flick it off to the side or just touch the presentation and it will disappear. Now when you're done for the day, just hit the power button and shut the whole thing down. Now if you want to exit out of the whole presentation, come up to the top of the screen and flick up. And it brings up a little window and it says press F11, or you can actually touch it where it says press F11. It doesn't stay on screen very long, by the way. And it drops down this little box. You touch F11 and it takes you out of full screen mode. And then of course it's just a Windows 8 computer. You can do whatever else with it you may need to do. Now one thing very important to remember about this computer when you're moving it around, when you pick it up, be cautious. If you are picking it up like this, do not do so while wearing a belt buckle. If you've got anything on the front of your pants that's metal, like a belt buckle or keys or anything like that, it will destroy the screen.